Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Tarot Talks. This is reading the Major Arcana series where I show you how to read the cards in the Major Arcana. I share with you my reading method, which is the 3-card method, not using past, present, and future. We're talking about just the flow of energy here. And I'm going to give you all the information you can get out of each card. So let's start. This whole reading is very Saturnian. It does not feel good because Saturn lessons fucking suck, period. If we're talking about your Saturn return when you're about 28 to 30 years old, everybody goes through some crazy shit at that time, which really teaches them a lot, and it's usually not really pleasant. So Saturn is all about hard lessons, and it's very conflicting, and it makes you feel like you're stuck sometimes, and that there's another power at hand here, kind of navigating things that you don't have control of. But this reading, because it's regarding the Magician, is trying to show you how to wade yourself out of that dark water and that dark time by using your own physical power and your own mind to get yourself through certain situations, showing you how to be the magician of your own life. So we have Nowadays, which is the rune that is governing the reading. And that's what I use personally to feel like what's the energy of this reading. And everything's very compatible. We have Jupiter and Capricorn, which is the two of Pentacles, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And then we have Saturn and Taurus here. And we also have Nowadays, again, which is ruled by Capricorn. And Nowadays, it means need. It's self-reliance. It's about facing your fears. And we do those things out of need. We don't do that hard work because we're comfortable. Sometimes when we are in a situation where we feel comfortable, we need to get to a point where everything's in a decline, a state of need, basically. And that's when we actually end up acting, because that's just what's wrong with us as people. If we didn't do that, we'd be much more enlightened and much further in our spiritual process if we knew how to do the hard work. There's a saying that I go by. It says, do what's right, not what's easy. And I really think that is the motto for Saturn, because what's right is never the easy option. And that's why we're like, what should I do? This is why we go to tarot card readers, basically. Okay, so in a sense of love, this could be a relationship that someone feels like they are stuck in a sense of, can we answer the question of, are they going to meet a potential partner soon? No, because you're in such a mindset where you feel like all the dates you've been going on are shitty. You feel like you're attracting the same type of guy. There's a feeling of being stuck here. So there's some work that this person's going to have to do to be able to attract the right type of partner. They're just not in the right mindset to meet the love of their life at this time. If we're talking about travel, it doesn't look like it's a situation that feels good to that person, and they may need to take a trip. They may need to actually make that happen, even if it takes like skipping a bill. There's an experience that they need to have that's going to be a magical experience, and it's going to seem like to everyone like, are you crazy? Why are you traveling right now? You're the last person that can afford to get on a plane. Like, sometimes we have to do something really crazy to break ourselves out and have a magical experience. When you travel, it completely changes your mind. So that's the advice I would give in that situation. That's money, love, and oh wait, I didn't cover money. So money, this is a very money-oriented reading, and it's a feeling of frustration on the left. Like, you're doing all this work, and all this work is piling up, but you feel like it's not working for you, and you feel like you're stuck in this cycle. And then we have the two of coins reversed, and that is, again, Jupiter and Capricorn. It's Lord of Harmonious Change, but if it is upside down, it means that things aren't changing right now. Things aren't going so well. So you're going to have to do some physical work, the magician. You're going to have to make some magic happen. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board and do some planning and put your ducks in a row and figure it out, get a game plan together. That's what the magician does. He's very methodical. He's thought out his ritual before he actually performs it, and he's executing it, and he's doing hard work. And again, you have the Nowadays rune. It's ruled by Capricorn, which is money, but I don't know, maybe the money's not going where it's supposed to go, and that's why you're having a hard time saving it or seeing a return, because you might have people who are doing the wrong thing. Who knows? All right, so we're going to change out these cards. Another Capricorn. Look at that. Crazy. So this, again, this is whenever more than one major arcana card shows up, there's a message that definitely needs to be relayed and should not be ignored. So again, we have that feeling. You're going to relate the double energies from your rune to any card. When there's an energy of, like, we're getting, again, Saturn on the left with the devil, Saturn and Capricorn. So, and then we have the now D's rune, we're talking about restriction. You're being lazy, though. That's what the devil is. The devil is like sitting on your couch watching Netflix, eating chips when you should be working out, or, you know, out hiking with your friends and enjoying the day and being active. We're getting stuck in our shadow, our tendencies to indulge our shadow. Maybe smoking weed all day, hanging out with the wrong people just because it feels good. It's things that tie you to situations that are comfortable and familiar, but aren't so good for you. That's what this card is about. And this is about breaking out of that energy, doing the physical and spiritual work of the magician, and seeing the light on the horizon and watching your world change in front of you. This is you have the power to change your situation type of reading. The star is always, the key word is hope, is on the horizon with the star. It's always after the fact. It is the new world that arises. It's the 11th house of the zodiac. So we're at the very end of the zodiac, and it's all about new information, new ways of communication, new technology. It's very future savvy. So this is very much about a magical process and you needing to wake up and take control. So if it's a love, you need to change your situation. You have the power to do it, whether it is, again, changing the mindset, changing your practices, maybe losing a few pounds so you actually feel good about yourself. It's not about the outside, but if you don't feel good about yourself, it shows. It shows in your posture. It shows in the way you take care of yourself. And sometimes losing weight isn't so much for attracting the other person, but it's for making you feel good and transforming you on the inside and how you feel, which then in turn transforms how you project yourself on the outside. If we're talking about travel, maybe you're doing things that aren't helping you save money right now. You're buying that expensive coffee, you're going out, you're going to brunches. Like, it's Saturnian. Saturnian is all about cracking down and doing things that make you uncomfortable to get to where you need to go. So that would be my advice for that. Like, make sure you stash some more money and be a little bit more responsible so you can make this trip happen. Like, trips don't just manifest out of nowhere. Like, oh, you know, well, I finally get a chance to go to Africa. I've been wanting to go to Africa. Whatever the case is. So money. If it's money, it feels like, again, there's a situation that you're staying in because you're comfortable. Maybe you're looking for the same type of position that you're actually qualified for, but you're not thinking out of the box for other things that you might be able to do. And that's where your dream career is going to manifest. Like, you need to think different. Maybe you've been on a job search for a really long time and you're having a hard time finding the right situation that's going to help you leave the situation that's making you unhappy. So there's hope on the horizon, but there's going to have to be a definite change in the mindset, and there's personal work that needs to be done, because the magician is always about the physical, personal work that you do yourself. It's an action card, and the devil is being stuck and it's being pulled down. So you're going to have to pull yourself out spiritually, mentally, physically out of a situation so there can be a new world and a new situation horizon for you. And that's how you change your world. So that's what this reading is conveying. I hope you enjoyed this reading. That's going to be it for today. We're going to move along and try and get this series going and get you some good information. I hope you're enjoying this. Again, thank you so much for the new subscribers, and I'll see you soon. Have a great day.